Hey, what's up, y'all? I don't normally do this, but I'm just gonna put this review of the new Hawases out there because I don't know, something's going on weird with the fragrance community where like your usual networks of getting info isn't that trustworthy. For instance, I love going to Fragrantica, but it's a bunch of fake reviews, bots, and I don't understand why. It's hard to find a good review recently with all these new Rayhan and Hawas drops. So I don't know. They're saying the remind me section is crazy. Maybe Fragrantica is going to fix that. But let me give you some real information. It's not, influencer being paid or anything like that. Just this is how I feel. Again, everybody's nose is different. My nose is very different from anybody. That's why I'm performance over everything. Let's get to it. I want to tell you about that Viper and the Viper and where's Atlantis. But because it's Hawas, I got to give you a disclaimer. Hawas, and I've been collecting fragrances for like 2 years now. I used to only get like a handful of designers, but then these Middle Easterns came out, so I'm like, got rid of my designers. So I got like 200. This row, I got another shelf in the back. I got a lot. Hawas is the only one, the only line, the only fragrance that at first I hated and then I loved. So you kind of like something, and then it grows on you. With me, Hawas hated it, then loved it. So that's a disclaimer I'm gonna throw out there with you. I got my own theories on that, and I'll save that for a different video if I ever do another one of these. But this is just so you guys can get the information I ain't have. So let me get straight to the point. Let me get these ranked up for you. So just because I see a lot of rankings and I don't really jive with those. Maybe you got a similar scent profile appreciation to me. Dead last on the list of the Hawases, I would put Cobra, not Cobra, Viper. Start off with this one. Dead last. Don't get it. Now these influencers, man, I ain't calling cap, but a lot of them just be like, when they don't like something, they be like, well, it's interesting. If it don't perform well, they say it needs some maturation. It needs some bro, just say it's weak. Just say it's weak. Just say you don't like the smell. But I don't know why. And here's the thing. What does it smell like? I'm not no fragrance guru. I don't know these notes. Cardamom and saffron. No, I know this one smells woody, real woody, and real tobacco. So it's got like a lot of wood, a lot of tobacco. If that's not your thing, do not get this. Absolutely not. Here's the thing. Those two things are my thing. I still wouldn't get this. Not right now. I'm keeping it. I hold on to Hawasis for at least a couple weeks because I know that they change on me. No. Performance, what we came for, and I should have opened with that because performance over everything. Beast. Beast. Longevity and projection. This might actually be my longest lasting Hawas. Just because I can constant long after, and I only spray it once. I don't respray. I do respray things a lot, but not with this one. And it lasts a long time. I'm not saying it smells bad. I think it smells kind of good. I think Joy put it best. Joy says, if you've ever smelled Rock Ball Wood Intense, that's this. That's this, but lighter, more socially appropriate, but still somewhat not. You got to be a grown man to pull this off. And I could pull it off. I just don't want to. Now I got some dark scents. If you like tobacco, I would say the best tobacco scents, you get this one, tobacco exclusive tobacco, lasts forever, smells amazing. Smells amazing, strong, beautiful, thick, strong tobacco. This one, no. Lasts a long time. I like Reflections Man, Amouage. I like challenging scents. This one isn't offensive challenging like you might think of a Black Orchid, Tom Ford. This one is just like it's hard. It doesn't really smell like something you want to smell like. Do you want to smell like wood and tobacco, burning wood and tobacco with a nice light touch to it? It's light. This is dead last on my list of Hawases. Next to dead last is this one. That dent is not for me wearing it. That dent is for me playing with it. So I spray every now and then, waiting for Hawases because I know they turn. I know I end up liking some of them. This would be dead last after that one because it's not an offensive smell, but I just don't ever want to smell like it. Good projection, good longevity. Of course, if it's Hawas, they all got that. I just don't like this DNA. Give it some time. This one smells like I don't know if you were a kid. When I was a kid, we used to have these little bubble things, a little bottle. You put the little bubble thing, you pull it out. It's got a little circle. You blow through the circle and the bubble comes out. That smells like this. I'm like, oh, bubble maker. So I'm not really a big fan of this. I know people love this. It's my favorite Hawas. No. Um, hmm, uh, I bought Malibu. I like this DNA. I think it's okay. I like it. This was really nice. And when I got it, I'm like, oh, this is nice, smooth, complex, just really resonant. I like it a lot. Longevity is a bit of an issue for an extracted pop firm, but and it doesn't project so much. But this is really good. It's still a good performer. It's just not beast, but it's very good in my opinion. So when I heard that Rasasi was coming out with one in Malibu, I said, "Pff," I got rid of mine. I got rid of my bottle, and I was waiting for that one. Ordered it. It got here. It does outperform this. And I guess this is one of the few exceptions. Performance over everything does not go because that Hawas Malibu is sharper, fresher, not as smooth, not as well blended. And anytime I wear that, I'm like, I'd rather be wearing this. So I got rid of that and got me another bottle of this. So this would be Malibu would be in that place. Elixir. Love this DNA. I had JPG Elixir two bottles, two 125 ml bottles. That's before I knew about clones. So I've been late to the game. I was late to the game. Someone put me on. So this outperforms that. This outperforms it. I know this is a Hawas video. I don't have Hawas Elixir because this was better, stronger. Hawas Elixir got a little bit of a chocolate cake kind of note to it that in the dry down. Yep, chocolate. I almost smell like chocolate. So, and the longevity was it's fine for a Hawas, but this thing outperforms the original. Doesn't smell better than the original, about 90% there, but it outperforms it really. So this one, if you I would put this in the elixir spot, so that would be like fourth to last. And then actually this would go behind that, and that's what you came for, Atlantis. Um, This is one I think I'm going to like because when I first sprayed it and I got it, I was like, this is nice. I didn't love it. I said, this is nice. And with all the Hawases that I love, I hated when I first smelled them. I never liked the Hawas when I first smelled them, and I love them now. So when I was like, this is nice. Oh, so this might be real good. This might be good. I'm gonna give it some time. This smells like, to me, to my nose, smells like grass. The opening is really grassy. Like literally go take some grass, break it, Hawas Atlantis. Just not as nice. So I would say this smells like grass in the opening and in the dry down. Something weird happens. Again, maybe just my nose. It starts smelling like a green soap, like a green soap. So if you've ever had Lever 2000, or if you've ever had Irish Spring. I'm not saying this smells like Leaf for 2000 or Irish Spring, but those two soaps have like this green freshness to it. Like they punch it. If you've used those soaps, those are the soaps you know you've used. They stay on you. This has that same sort of scent to it, like a Lever 2000. So if you smell that Lever, it's strong, it's green. It hits you. That's this. That's the type of green. People be saying aquatic. This at very aquatic notes. I don't know what these influencers be talking about. I don't know what water smells like. Water ain't got no smell to me. They be all, it's got a real watermelon note to it. They always talk about watermelon note. Bruh, I eat watermelon every day. It ain't got no smell, bruh. No. So when they say it's a very aquatic, I don't know what they're talking about. It's called Atlantis, so I guess the fragrance community knows what water smells like. To me, it smells green. It smells like grass. It's got some of that blue fragrance kind of feel to it. So this one, I think that's sort of like cool water intense a little bit, not that strong, but this one, you should get this one. Yeah. I'm not gonna say don't get it, but I don't think that's going to be a crowd pleaser, and I don't think you're going to get any compliments. Which brings me to another point. If you're in the game of fragrances, of course you want compliments. I mean, I'm performance over everything. That's what I'm looking for. But you're not going to get that many with the gold one. All right, so we oh here we go. I had Marl, and I liked Mara. Mara didn't perform. Mara didn't perform on my skin. I know people say it's beast mode for them. For me, smells nice. Smells okay. Smell like a man. Smells smooth. A little smooth. It's all right. Mara didn't really perform on me, so I got rid of that when I heard they coming out with this. This one does perform. It performs very well. Strong, punchy smell. It hits you. It's not as well blended as complex, as soft yet strong. This one's a little bit like a fresher, sharper scent to it. And I've had this one for a little bit. I've never worn it. I've worn Mara. I wore Mara as soon as I got it. This one I haven't worn. I mean, I got a lot, another one over there. So like, if I don't want, if I in the morning, I'm like, hey, let me, what I want to wear today. If I don't feel like wearing them, and I've never felt like wearing this, and that kind of gets me to the point where I think sometimes you just what you think you like isn't what you really like. You just kind of fall to the hype sometimes because everybody's hyping up Louis V Imagination. Everybody loves Louis V Imagination. So there's all these clones for Louis V Imagination. At the end of the day, this smells like soap. It smells like soap. I don't know why these people get an imagination spending $400, $500 to smell like soap. We all smell like soap. We take a bath. So soap, we all like the smell of soap. But when we buy perfumes and when we wear perfumes, it's not for things that we just like. It's for something that's, at least me, it's for something nice that not to just smell like soap. That's the equivalent of smelling like laundry detergent. That's a normal thing. So it comes down to where I feel like I don't actually like this DNA when it comes to like a fragrance. I'm not someone who likes soap, and everyone hyping it up makes you think you want to smell like that, but you really don't. You don't. That's how I feel about a lot of Louis V's, to be honest with you. Who's next? Oh, right after that one would be, I'm gonna turn around. Hawas Ice. Why? Now I know for a lot of people, Hawas Ice is their number one. Their number one. They love Hawas Ice. To me, Hawas Ice smells like a clone of Hawas, a watered down clone of Hawas, performance over everything while I'm dealing with Hawas Ice. I bought it, gave it time. I know my nose changes with Hawas's, but as soon as I smell it, I liked it because I love Hawas, but it just smelled like watered down Hawas, just a weaker version of Hawas, Hawas Light. It smelled like if I took some Hawas, put a couple ice cubes in it and let them melt, Hawas Ice. Mm-mm. Got rid of that. But it's still a great smell. So it's next in the list. We coming down to the last top three. Boom. This is one I hated with a passion. As soon as I smelled it in the store, I wanted to wash it off my hand. Like, ugh, ugh. That's what I was telling you. It takes your nose some time to get to understand the scent. It's not so much maturation or maceration or that other word y'all like to use. It's not so much that. You just aren't familiar with it. Your nose hasn't seen that blend of notes before. Because I smelt it and it had been on the shelf at that store for several months. And I hated it. I was like, ugh, this is mm. And that's just how my nose was processing those notes. It's kind of like your favorite song. When you first heard your favorite song, you probably wasn't digging with it like, you wasn't bopping with it. It took your mind some time to pick up the melody, to pick up the blend of those notes, those rhythm, those cadences. And once it did, now, when you hear it, it's not the same thing as when you heard it the first time. So that's how I am with fragrances sometimes. So this one, I hated it. And then a few months later, I got an opportunity to get to it again, and I gave it a try and loved it. I don't know why. Ended up loving it. You can't. This bottle is halfway gone. Halfway gone. And I've got, you reaching, I've been through 200 fragrances in 2 years. I never even worn that, Cobra. This is halfway gone. Love it. Love it. It's not as versatile. You just can't wear this all the time, but this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I like it a lot. Hated it at first. And I've got a couple more Gissa Imperial Valley that I find out that's what this is coming off of that I really like up there, but that's for some other time. Really good. Number three. Number two. You can see the dent in this one. Tells you how much I wear it. Love it. This is my number two. Number two. Hated it when I first got it. I didn't say I hated it. I didn't like it when I first got it. Blind by, of course, did not like it. I felt it was way too green, way too oak mossy. And the only reason I know oak moss because I know all the fragrances that have oak moss that they say have oak moss, and I can identify the common note between them. So that's oak moss. Um, Super green, like you burying your face in it. Super strong, citrusy kind of feeling there. I love Club de Nuit, man, Intense Man, and that was like my favorite because my first I had Creed. That was one of my first expensive perfumes. Is Aventus. Super disappointed that the performance at that cost, but I just figured that's what perfumes were back then. You know, you just kind of accept it. So I love Aventus. So when I got this one, I was hoping for a Hawas version of Aventus, and I didn't like this at first. And as time grew along, my nose kind of started to really appreciate what this is. This is sexy. This is this is nice. This one is greener, fresher. So for me, because it's fresher, it feels a bit more versatile than like the Club de Nuit or any of Ventus. You you just can't wear this all the time. I'll tell you why. Again, with the compliments, I'm not gonna say people lying. I'm not gonna say cap, but these influencers, like if this one's a great compliment getter, got two compliments on this one. So every time you see them with a video, they're talking about, I got this many compliments on this one. I got this. You got like 300 videos, however many hundred videos. Every one of those you saying like this one gave you two compliments. So every day you go out, somebody complimenting you on a fragrance. Where you live? Where you live, people like that? Because like either they know you, so they just saying, that's conversation that you might be instigating. Where I'm at, people don't do, and I've been all over the world. You really don't get that vibe. You do get compliments every now and then from people in that are comfortable with that sort of, but I bring that up only because this one, Neebs, when Neebs reviewed it, aromatics, he said he got a complaint. Now, if Neebs tells you he's gotten a complaint, Neebs loves everything. Neebs is one of those who might tiptoe around a subject. Like if it's weak, Neebs be like, might need some maturation. Yeah, performance isn't great. That's what influencing performance. It isn't bad. It isn't bad. Boy, just say it's weak. Say it's weak. So when he said he got a complaint, I said, that's weird. Neebs doesn't talk like that. This is the only one I think I've gotten complaints on. Now, people don't give me complaints naturally. I'm not the kind of person you complain to. Something about that instinct of self-preservation people have. They don't complain to me. However, on three occasions, people have told me that they can smell this. People, um, one whom would normally not communicate with me. Like one of them said, "Is that you with that perfume?" And they were a great distance from me. Me and her have been trying to figure out where is that perfume coming from. Is that you? Another time, someone told me, and they were literally in a different hallway. They said, "Joel, I can smell you a mile away." A mile away. And then another time, someone was around the corner and they said, "I can smell you around the corner." I didn't even know. I still don't know who said that. I know it wasn't any of the first two. This thing is gas. Keep in mind, none of those three things were compliments. That's just people saying, "Hey, we're aware." So I think that's as closest to a complaint like Neebs got as I could get. I couldn't imagine someone saying, "Oh, I don't like what you're wearing." Reconsider that statement. So be careful with this one. I love it. I love it. That's why that bottle's thick like that. I like to say that this actually is my second most complimented fragrance, where people will literally say, I like the way you smell. There's two perfumes that I have that gets compliments consistently. This is one of them. This is greater than this, but I like to say that, and that's why you see this 150. This is what Bruce Wayne wears. Sophisticated, sexy, smooth, just classy. This is what Batman wears when he's doggy styling Catwoman in the Batmobile. When you smell this and you smell this, you're gonna see what I'm saying. Like this is dark. This is man, this is unapologetic. I'm in your face. I don't care. That's the vibe this one gives. This one's like, I got money. I got money. I'm successful. I'm good at what I do. Uh, number one. Number one. I also hated this when I first got it. Well, not when I first got it, when I first smelled it, hated it. And I'll say that because this is one of the most hyped up ones back then, like 2 years ago, that people are like, this is gas, this is what it is. And I remember I go through airports all the time and I've always seen those Invictus bottles and they look very unique. So I go and smell them. I never liked the smell. I'm always like, seems so generic to me. So then when I went and smelled this, it also seemed very generic to me. And at some point, I got my hands on an Invictus bottle somehow, and I gave it a try, and I loved it. I was like, "Oh, this smells good. This smells real good. This smells sexy. I like it. It smells sexy but playful, um, just really versatile. Like I can use it on a date, but I can also use it shooting hoops, going to the gym, boxing. I can go to a dinner with friends. You can go to the beach. You can do a lot of things with that. I was like, this is really nice. It didn't perform though. So then I was like, I know clones outperform. Is there a clone? Someone's like, Hawas. I'm like, Hawas. I've smelled that. I didn't like it. I went back and I actually smelled it again and I was still kind of, and I bought it. Then it turned, and then I loved it. This is my third bottle in 2 years. Third bottle, 2 years. I got this a month and a half ago. Keep in mind, I got a lot. I got a lot. I go through a lot. So this is the king. This is the king. This is my most complimented fragrance. And it's not just because I wear it the most. And I do wear those two, the two most complimented ones. And there's a numbers game, but I can't think of any other one I've ever gotten a compliment on, really. Assad Bourbon, um, MFK, like maybe from strangers, I would say, like maybe 5 to 10 of those. This one consistent. This one, I've had people come find me to find out what I'm smelling like. Like, come find me. Like, it's you. What are you wearing? I need my man to wear that. Another time, someone came to me saying that someone else wanted to know what I was wearing so they can get that for their man. They said, whatever he's wearing, go tell me what that is. And they want to know what you're wearing. Multiple times people have given me like women that like this is number one when it comes coming. Now people don't hype this up anymore because it seems played out because it's like an OG, we're past it. Women aren't women aren't into the fragrance community like that. This is the woman killer. And I absolutely love it. This is, if I had a signature scent, it would be this. This is why there's 9 more things or 8 more things called Hawas because of this one. Now, there's Verde that came out. I haven't had access to it. It very recently came out unannounced. And as soon as I get it, I hear it might be a little similar to this one. And this one I love unexpectedly. So I will get that one. I hear it's also a Torino 21 kind of clone, but that's my list. If you want Hawas, these are things I love. The other ones who aren't on this row because this is the starting lineup. So if you see anything, well, there's like two rows on each. So if you like these, then me and you, we kind of got the same nose. You can kind of run with what I've said. I know there's not a lot of reviews on these Hawases. The new ones that you can kind of trust. Fragrantica looks really weird right now. Don't know what's going on with that one. Um, I don't know if it's the competition or the people who are doing it. Like this one, like the remind me is all over the place, and I don't know what's going on. I will say though, like I thought maybe it's like competition designers trying to drop the score because there's a bunch of low scores of fragrances before they even come out. More lows than the highs, saying it's intimate, and it hasn't come out yet. And I know it's a Hawa, so it's not intimate, bro. Um, but then sometimes I wonder if it's actually like the company itself, because I think this is the one. One of these I only knew dropped because I was looking at another fragrance and I saw it in the Remind Me. And I was like, oh, that they got another one? And then I clicked it. And I was like, ooh, that's good marketing. That's good marketing. Because then if you know, even if it don't smell like something, if you know as a company that people who like that one would like this one, you can get a bunch of bots to fake hype this up on to fake like it, say that they remind us, then the people will see this where they normally wouldn't. So I don't know what's going on. It's always business. If you don't know what's going on, there's always money. So that's my advice. This one is night. I'm not gonna lie to you. Get a decaf.